Hi readers, it's Michelle of Michellespells, and I am coming at you on Friday night in Detroit, Michigan, and Baby Grouchie has requested to say hello to some of his fans, and he's saying hello fans, because a lot of people ask about him, and he's so special, and he fears, he's got a lot of issues. He's had some drinking problems in the past. He's been on some benders. He's done some acting out. And we've had some talks about it. And, I caught him on the internet looking at some porn, and I wasn't happy. And so we had to talk about it. And, he's looking into groups. He's looking into help. But mostly he's relying on his mommy's love. And that's what we should all do. So, the old epitaph, Mama's Boy, I don't see what's so wrong about that. I mean, Grouchie's a mama's boy, and he loves it. So bye, readers. Tonight I'm going to read an essay, and those who've been following the blog know that I wrote about my rape many years ago, and I thank you all for the really lovely support, and I wrote an entire essay about it, and it's called The Ceiling or the Floor. So I'm going to read some excerpts from it and just see how it goes, and I hope that you enjoy it, and that enjoy in the broadest sense of the word. As an undergraduate in a modern dance class, I had to watch my rapist perform a solo dance number to the sounds of dolphins crying. He himself was portraying a dying dolphin, and the idea, if you will, was that the other dolphins were trying to save him, but he could only save himself, and he did not, and instead screamed the last minute of his performance, a minute being a very long time under such circumstances. This is the kind of bizarre scenario that people mean when they say, you can't make this shit up, or it's a small world after all. The other students gazed in a state of shock and or awe, and wondered if they were witnessing genius or lunacy. Most of the students in the class had chosen to work in groups for the final, dancing to painful melodies off of tapes like The Best of Kenny G. I had signed up for the modern dance class because it would fulfill my physical education requirement, and I thought it might be fun in that Martha Graham Twyla's Ark sort of way. As they say, it's a free country, and my rapist must have thought the same thing. My mother referred to my rapist, a man she never knew who raped me, as the politician. He acts, she said, as if he's running for office. If there was a baby around, he'd kiss it before dropping it on its head. I knew my mother was right even then. She knew things, like when I was about to dump someone, and she'd start to enjoy that person, the way you cheer up when an annoying guest edges towards the door. I watched her with great interest, if only to predict what I was going to do next. I can't read, my own writing, and I can't see anything. My contacts are like a mile thick, so you'll have to excuse some of the, edges. One person knew about my rape before it happened. My rapist bragged about his plan to a mutual friend, a shy, timid man who thought he might be kidding, or so he says. We're still friends, this man and I. We never talk about what happened. My friend has a dog whom he calls Dog, and Dog can do one trick, roll over and play dead. I once spent the night at his and his sister's house in the guest room. Sister had decorated the guest room with unicorns and clowns. Outside the door, Dog slept. She looked like she did when she played dead, but I knew she wasn't dead. My friend refers to me in written correspondence as girl. That is some fucked up creepy shit, girl. I once bought this man a present, a tiny little Broyurin witch that would expand to 600 times her size if you put her in water. Even so, she'd still be pretty teeny tiny. He once bought me a t-shirt with a stick figure on it holding a bloody knife. The caption read, I hate waking up. I hid the t-shirt in my basement in a small room with a bunch of other clothes I no longer wore. When I was a teenager, I used to go to a haunted house in an old Army barracks on a decommissioned Army base on the edge of West Texas. Edgemead, a residential dumping ground for disturbed adolescents, a term that can mean anything from mildly touched to convicted of criminal behavior, sponsored the house, their primary fundraiser for the year.